Now
Uh,
here's what I'm gonna do now.
you do hear mentions
Okay.
of I hope Big Johnny will take care of it.
Oh, really? Interesting. What I want to do now is wait until hopefully one of these people leaves the group. Does that ever happen to just like one or two of them
Well, I mean, so
leave?
this is stuff that you're hearing as you are
Oh,
walking
okay.
around. So,
From
like, as you're making your route,
right.
you're listening, you're trying to get a feel
Oh, okay, okay.
for how people are. So you gather information tells you that
Well, I thought it was just in
the
that
general
bar.
mood of the people out and on the streets
Mm.
are, worries about the murders that have been going on, and you catch a glimpse of or hear something relating to Johnny and how they hope he'll take care of the problem.
Okay. Then I want to go
That's
back
like
to
one isolated incident.
I want to go back to that bar where Sigan stirred up the business.
Okay.
Am I still
Well,
standing at the bar?
No, so sorry. Shock's role was just in general as you're going on.
yeah, okay.
Um,
Let's just. Are we still at that bar then?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you're now at the bar. This is what you found out so far.
I want to tell the group about a sick idea I had. Okay. Group.
Oh boy, here we go
Oh
again.
boy,
So
here we
you
go.
guys sit down at the table, and Shock's
Yeah.
like, guys,
The
Guys.
dragon's got
guys.
an idea.
Okay, Shock, let's hear it.
What if I breathe fire on the wall? No. Okay, here's the actual idea. What if I use change self to impersonate one of these guys, and then I can get maybe the information we need, right?
I mean,
Or,
it's,
or, or, I mean, this is maybe less risky. I could just turn invisible and then you do something and I can listen in without them knowing it all. Either of these could do
I mean,
something. But
if you feel that it's safe for you to impersonate a thug or something,
yeah, it's perfectly safe.
uh, absolutely
What could go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong. What is?
nothing could go wrong. What are you
I
talking about?
mean, you've seen my change self spell, right? It's pretty good. Uh,
Yes, one might think that you're an
it
entirely
completely
different
changes
human.
everything about me for 10 minutes per level. So I'll be a
Per
thug for
level? What
half
is
an hour.
this level you speak of?
It's way I test myself every morning, and sometimes I feel stronger. But either way, right now I'm at like a 3, so I can do like 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, all that good stuff. And right now that means I can do about 30 minutes as a thug. I just need some time to study one of them, and then I need somehow to make them disappear from the table. Can either of you lure them away? Sigan, you're pretty handsome. Maybe you can seduce him. I mean, Alastor, sorry.
What did you call me?
Alastor, of course.
Of course.
You have your
So
vampire hypnotism, don't you?
yes,
I've seen.
I have the power to influence others with my eyes.
Yeah, maybe you can just like lure him away,
So,
right?
first of all, there's sort of a little tiny flaw to this whole plan. What if the thug you're impersonating doesn't actually? He's not supposed to know anything about Big Johnny, and yet you go around asking questions as him, and then you get him into trouble.
Not really a problem as long as we can stop these murders, which is much more important. What is one life in exchange for many? I mean,
You're
I
It's
doubt
willing.
anything
everything.
serious will happen to him. No, it's for the greater good, Dip. It's for the greater good, Dip.
I don't know how Dip would feel about it. What do you think, Dip? How do you feel about this? Endangering an innocent man in our hunt for the evil, the greater evil, so to speak.
I don't like it.
Okay,
The dragon
here's-
will do what he wants.
here's another idea. This one's probably a bit more stupid. What if I try and what if we try and get a description of Big Johnny, and I turn myself in something that looks like Big Johnny, but maybe I wear like a mask or something. Oh wait, I can only make myself a foot shorter or taller, so he's probably bigger than me.
I don't know how Big
Wait,
Johnny
if you
looks
don't
like.
if you don't like this change self idea, what about the invisibility one that you go over again?
I mean, I think I'm more into the whole invisibility one. Perhaps you could infiltrate
I
somewhere.
mean, we can
where
do
think-
both. I have both. Yeah, right now.
I don't really want to do the whole change self thing. But I like the invisibility thought process here. You could probably infiltrate, I don't know, a meeting or something. You could essentially follow someone we might think.
No, probably not. I mean, invisibility. I tested myself earlier, and I think I can only do like I'm at like a level 3, and it's 1 minute per level. So it's I can only maintain it for 3 minutes, which is probably not enough to stalk like a meeting or follow someone. It's enough for you to go over and act like a dumb person again, and say that you just heard from someone, or maybe Dip or someone else, and then try and get them talking quickly. So it would maybe have to be more extreme. Maybe Dip, you could touch them in their special place.
That's
how
not
about
happening.
how about we wait for Etlin to return and we can hear what he has to say? Maybe he's found something before
I
we
mean-
decide to do anything.
I like this change self thing. I don't know why I wouldn't. I'll be I won't get him in trouble. Like I'll be careful. I have a really I'm quite wise in these things. I mean, if that's
It's a
your
stupid idea.
it's not.
stupid
It'll
idea.
totally work. Why wouldn't it work?
Okay,
I mean, one
so
reason
tell
why
me.
it would-
So tell me, let's say I successfully lure a person away and you change yourself into him,
Right.
to look like him. And what would you do then after
Sound-
that?
I say, boy, that guy sure is crazy. Maybe we should tell Big Johnny about him. And then they'll say, no, that's a stupid idea. And I'm like, yeah, but like,
But we should
what if I
really
just
tell him.
go over there? What was it again? Was it the docks? And they'll be like, no, it's totally at the place. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally.
Now
I think you're
now
being
you're
rather
just-
idealistic.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no harm in trying, right?
There could
it's
be.
better than nothing. No, there
it could
couldn't.
be to the man.
Well,
you're
you know what? If
changing
the
yourself
dragon
Why would
wants to get himself killed, let's
The
the
thing
dragon
that
get
I
himself
just said,
killed.
why would that impact him in any way? Like, just
Because
saying
people
that.
would think he has connections to Big Johnny when he might not have, and that might get him into trouble.
I mean, that's always. It might be, but I would quickly notice if it's actually like no one knows about Big Johnny. I just say I'm kidding or something.
What?
Just kidding,
I-
guys.
I
Just
don't
kidding.
think that's a joking matter.
Is it not?
No, I don't think so.
Then I just turn back into dragon. Boom. No, I'll make sure
Just
nothing.
let him
I'll
get
make
himself
sure
killed.
nothing bad happens to him. Well, if I die, I die. What's it to you?
I'll
You can
just,
do
I'll
I'll
whatever.
stand
is-
over here
That's
in the
fine.
corner,
That's fine.
and
I will
I'll
not
just.
participate in your
Let's-
plan.
Oh my goodness! Stop being such a coward, Alistair. Jeez,
There's a difference between
Big
being
man,
coward
big
and
plate.
being smart.
too scared to do what's necessary.
That's
Hey,
not
yo.
going to work on me.
Aw, little baby, too scared to lure him away.
I just shake my head and chuckle.
Okay. Well, whatever.
If that is what you want to do, then go ahead and do so.
It's not a one-man plan.
Obviously.
Okay.
Okay, so
that is the dumbest thing you have ever said, Alastor. I want you to contemplate on what you just said.
I just shake my head.
As long as, yeah. Okay.
Next.
I give Dip a look.
Diff understands.
This guy.
So let's go back and start preparing to look for Etlin if he hasn't come back already.
Well, so this is the first night. First day, I guess. You guys, I assume, are just gonna head out of the bar and resume on your patrol area.
Yeah.
What speed are you guys going at, by the way, on this route?
Walking speed, I say.
You know, are you strolling? Are you moseying?
It's more of a mosey.
Okay.
I'd say it's a sluggish. No, I'm just kidding.
Saunter.
Yeah.
Walking with a little swagger.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. So as the night passes on, you know, more and more people will head out from the streets. Some of the lamps will start to die down as you do actually see people who go or going around at night and actually filling up lamps with torch or with like oil. Probably some sort of city service program there. But you know, some of them are definitely start to run low, and as you're going on, eventually they'll all start to turn off, and you'll see some. You'll still have light coming through some windows here and there, but for the most part, unless you guys are lighting your own stuff, you're gonna have mostly just the moonlight to go by.
Well,
It's
Not
fine
me.
for me and Alistair.
Right.
I have a
At,
lantern.
at like 1 in the morning, I would probably go back to my place.
Yeah. So sure, you hung out for a little while. You're at the
And
second
me and
place.
the group's paths would suddenly cross, right? Right?
No, you already made your roll, so.
Dang it.
You will head back to your own area, your own rented room. And
When it gets like early,
Yep.
early in the morning, like 3 a.m., I'll like do other stuff. But
other
until
stuff.
then, yeah, I'm gonna go sneak back to the guardhouse.
Oh, okay. That's actually more or less. I think 2-ish is when you guys were gonna be done with your patrol. Most of everyone is just gone. You know you see an odd person here or there, but they're mostly just heading back to a house somewhere. And nobody's making any sort of ruckus currently.
all right.
When you get back to the guardhouse, the 2 drunkards are passed out on their cells, or the one cell.
Are they the same ones we?
Yeah, the ones that you brought back there earlier.
So they passed out on the street.
Well, no, they. Oh no, sorry, you guys weren't throwing them in there. Sorry, they walked off on
no,
there.
didn't.
My bad. I thought you guys had taken him back to the guardhouse and thrown them in the cells. but
No,
you
I
just
was
read that,
threatening
yeah.
it.
So yeah, you'll get back to the guardhouse without too much trouble.
Right.
And as you start to settle in, Etlin, you're making your way over to the guardhouse.
Yeah, I'm trying not to look like I'm doing anything special, but once I get close to the guardhouse, I'll try to like make sure nobody sees me. You know, that kind of stuff.
Go ahead. First night. Yeah, okay. Sure.
No rolls are needed.
Yeah, no, you should be fine.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll walk.
you're walking a little bit of a roundabout route, trying to make sure nobody's following you. I assume you're gonna stop and check to make sure nobody's coming.
Look both ways when I'm crossing the street.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
So you'll
alright.
make it back to the guardhouse.
yeah. So I'll just walk in and everybody's there.
Yeah, it looks like they're mostly getting. They're taking off armor, putting it away, maybe polishing something, maybe sharpening a sword
I'm
that's been
not
dulled by
taking
whacking
off
against
my armor.
cobblestone. You're gonna sleep in,
I'm actually
or right, because you don't sleep, right?
yeah, and so I'm sitting at like a table or something.
Okay.
If there are any.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Etlin to return.
Sure. So you walk in, and Alice is just staring intently at the door.
I'll do the thing.
So Etlin, did you find anything interesting?
I got two possible leads. There's a guy named Tommy Two Shoes who got in trouble with Johnny and is apparently hiding out in the warehouse district. And then there's two guys that work for Big Johnny named Jim and Jim, who are his go-to guys, from what I've heard.
Okay, let
Are
me
you any
take out
good
the
at drawing?
parchment and type this down.
Not particularly. If you're asking me if there's a skill for that, I have no clue.
No, I was just wondering if you could
it's-
maybe like draw me a sketch or something, and then I can impersonate one of them, and we can find out.
Drawing is wisdom based, by the way.
We can find out where Big Johnny is.
I am a completely average drawer.
You also have absolutely no idea what they look like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
and,
Really,
and
you
that.
didn't meet any of them?
Nope,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
just rumors.
Well,
So
this is pretty much concrete stuff, but you know, it's not like you have met the specific folks.
You said this Tommy Two Shoes was hiding in the warehouse district.
Yep, that's what I've been told, or that's where normally when people are in trouble, that's where they go to hide. So
I see. And do we know anything about this so-called warehouse district, Daniel?
Why do you keep saying so-called? That's what it's called.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, a set of warehouses down by the river, used for all manners of storage. I mean, it's a set of, you know, good, like, you know, 8-block diameter of just warehouses of various storage facilities.
Wouldn't that be quite the haven for thieves?
The so-called
Be the haven for a lot of things, including people who are looking for somewhere to hide.
including drugs, violence, crime,
Then we should definitely check that place out.
or
yeah,
It's like
I
an
s-
area that
snake
needs to be purged.
yeah, I suggest you guys go to the warehouse district and patrol that tomorrow, and I'll hang around, see if Jim and Jim come up to me. Cause
Yes.
yeah,
You mentioned Jim and Jim. What sort of connection did they have to Big John?
I think
John.
they're his right hand mans. Men. They're his right hand mans. All right.
Okay.
hmm.
They're
Right
the
then,
ones that
and-
go find the people.
So when are you going to do this? Tomorrow?
Well, I don't have any way to find them, so hopefully they find me tomorrow. I mean,
Hopefully they find you.
yeah.
Yes, about that, I sort of intended to spread a rumor about Big Johnny, something about taking care of it.
Taking
also-
care of what?
I never mentioned what this was specifically. Hopefully, though, it will draw the attention of Big Johnny, and someone might seek us out or you out.
Where
Since
was
you're-
this?
It was in the Blue Zoo.
Okay, well, that's where I'll be hanging out since that's where Jim and Jim think I'll be. So.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
Do you know
Anything else?
Do you know any people that are like for sure? Let's say would maybe know where Big Johnny is.
Only
No.
Jim and Jim.
Only Jim and
That's-
Jim.
That's as far. Nobody ever meets Big Johnny. They always meet Jim and Jim.
That's interesting. Maybe I should go with you so I can get a look at these guys.
Nope, you shouldn't be anywhere near me
Why not?
because I'm one of the locals.
I
I can
put
change
5
myself
gold.
to look as a local for.
I don't
put
want to.
5 gold on the table, and I say, I bet you 5 gold. Big Johnny's a gnome.
Okay,
I'll take that bet. I'll take that fucking bet.
I'll take that bet too.
I like my odds. I think halfling is more likely, but okay, 5 gold it is.
So
Okay then.
anything else?
No, maybe we should. Is there like a system for you to get in touch with us?
Well, yesterday I tried to find you and tried to like lead you into an alley, but I couldn't find you. So
How can we
Okay.
take care of
Do you know what kind of route we're taking? I don't think.
no, I don't.
that? Okay, how about this? I'll. No, wait, that would probably make you really conspicuous. I was thinking maybe you can take care of Alcide, and then he could fly you back to us. But yeah.
Okay, if you guys see me, I'll walk in front of the group, and then
Oh wait, I'll just tell Alcide to hover above us, and then you can just see where the white dragon is, and we'll be right below it.
And that's how it died.
yeah.
it
How
might
about
be
we
a,
not?
It might be a little bit difficult just from the height of the buildings that are here.
Oh,
Alright,
how high
just-
are they?
The thing is, it's like various heights. So there's some that are like 4 or 5 stories. There's some that are just
Yeah,
like
because
one.
they just
but Alcide
stack
can
building
see-
upon building.
So-
Alcide can see 90 meters.
Sure, I'm
No.
just saying, like, these are like winding, streets and everything. So it's possible that it could happen, but it's a little bit more difficult than if you're in, in like the wide open area or something like that.
Right. Okay.
Just
That's
tell
enough.
me your route, and if I need to get in touch with you, I'll see you, and then Alistor, you follow me into an alley, and then I'll tell you whatever I need to tell you.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll draw up a map for you before we leave.
Sounds
All right,
good.
so we tell them about our route and
Yep.
schedule and whatnot.
Do we have a route yet?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are given a route
We do.
to walk around.
Okay. Cool.
You can of course deviate from that route, but that's like the what they think is like what they've drawn out to be the most optimal route or most possible, the most well traveled. So you'll have the most people around those, and just in case anything's
Yeah.
going on.
So, Daniel, is the warehouse district, is it like right next to the poor district, or is it part of it?
It's like a little bit of an offshoot. So you got like you're down in like the southeast area. The river runs through the center of town, and so it's like you have like the warehouse, and then right under that is the poor district, or not the poor. You're actually not in the worst area. You're in like
Okay.
you're in like lower middle class to like the people who still have jobs. You're not in
Yeah.
you're not in the complete slums.
Well,
Okay.
that's good.
It's mostly people who are just trying to make a living, for the most part, honestly.
Okay. Well, so are you guys gonna go check out the warehouse district tomorrow?
Yeah,
I was
sure.
thinking about
Sounds
it,
like
yeah.
a good idea.
Okay.
See if we can find that guy somehow. Well, do you know what he looks like?
Nope.
Tommy Two Shoes, right?
Yep.
So he has
The one
2
that was
feet.
hiding.
Confirmed.
Well,
No,
I mean,
he's got two shoes.
he could be wearing 2 shoes on 1 foot.
You're right. Or
Or
he
maybe-
could be using them as gloves.
Yeah. Maybe he has no feet. I don't know.
That will be. So we know nothing.
Yeah. We know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
All right.
Oh,
So if that's it, I'm
right.
gonna go back to my place.
Oh, so you're not sleeping in the guard area?
No, I'm in the bed and saloon. Is
Yes.
that what you said it was?
Bed and
Yeah.
saloon.
Okay.
Bed and saloon, huh? What's it like?
It has beds, but no saloon.
Why does it have a saloon? It has saloon in the name.
Don't know.
People
really
and names. People and
False
names.
advertising.
Alright, so
Well- Have a good night.
See ya. And I sneak back to my place.
alright, I sit up during the night and just stare at the door.
Okay. All right. So the night will pass. Your patrol once again doesn't really start until about 4ish, but you guys are probably gonna wake up a little bit later today anyway, just because you were out fairly late/early, depending on how you want to look at it. Your patrol really lasted until about 2-3 a.m. So if you're
Yeah.
getting like 8 hours of sleep at least, it's 10-11 by the time you wake up. Etlin, I don't know when you're waking up or when you want to go about, but yeah, do you have anything that you want to do before you proceed to the later stage of the day?
I'll just walk around the warehouse district for like a couple hours.
Okay.
Not at night or anything. Just,
Just during
when
the
I
night?
wake up. Yeah. Just
Yeah, so you'll see some. Most of them are fairly tall buildings, just because you want to be able to stack up a lot of crates in them. You'll see a fair amount of workers around, lugging around crates. You'll see, you kind of come out at the edge of the waterfront. The river is dirty, grimy, looks disgusting. Doesn't look really like you want to swim in it or bathe in it or anything. But there's still some people like fishing around the edges, trying to maybe catch their nightly meal.
Is there someone wearing a tag that says, "Hi, my name is Tommy"?
No.
No.
You see some, foremen who are shouting at their workers, and it's fairly bustly area. Some warehouses are definitely get more attention than others. Some look like they haven't been used in quite a while. Various things like that.
All right. Well, I'll just walk around, and then when it starts getting late, I'll head to the Blue Zoo.
Okay. What the rest of you? Did you guys have anything you wanted to do before you will get out onto your patrols?
Before we go out on the patrols?
Mhm.
No. Not me, at least.
All right. Okay, let's do it this way. So, Etlin, you're at the Blue Zoo.
Yes, I am.
Are you planning on just being there for the entire night?
Yeah.
Okay. You're there.
Oh, yeah, I do have something.
What's up?
I was thinking about purchasing some silk rope instead of hempen.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a shop to do that.
Alright, so I'd like to
It's kind of expensive,
purchase,
isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
I think it's twice the price of hempen or something, right?
No, it's more than that, I think. It's definitely in the gold range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's lightweight, but
Elven rope.
If you can find out what it costs.
Rope, silk. You mean silk, right? 10 gold.
Per
50
for
feet.
50 feet. Yeah.
50 feet. So, if I can, I'd like to purchase 25 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
No, silken rope. So.
Sure.
So.
So yeah, it's 10 times as expensive as hempen rope.
Yeah. So,
silk
25
isn't
feet
easy.
would be half price, right?
It's
Yeah,
25
so it'll
feet
be 5
would be
gold.
half price. So. Yeah. Okay. So I did
it's 2.5 pounds for 25 feet.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's some nice silky rope.
Alright. I
Just-
proceed to
Just like Daniel,
see.
sure.
Does
Nice
he want to
shirt.
purchase
you're
my
talking
hempen
about
rope
other thing.
or?
Yeah, sure. If you want to sell it,
Yeah, I have
you won't get the full price for
No,
what
obviously
it's
not.
worth. You'll get half price essentially.
Alright, so
I
I
think
do
it's like
sell
1
my-
gold for. How much is it for 50? Do you have 50 feet?
I had 50, but I've marked it as 25 because I bound some guys up using half of it, and
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't
You
collect
didn't
it
When
again.
was
So.
that?
Well, I mean, it's one long rope, so did you cut it into half at some point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
When did you bind people up? I don't even remember this.
When we were in that compound and we killed those people.
Oh, right.
Innocent.
So
Yeah.
how much
Right,
can I
right.
get for 25 hempen rope?
Okay. Sounds good.
25 silver, I think.
5
Uh,
silver.
Yeah. Let me. It's in the PHB. How much is rope?
It's 1 gold for 50 feet.
Yeah.
so
So
half
you get
of that was
5 silver.
25. 25. Oh, is it 10 silver per gold?
I believe so.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
always 10.
Oh,
Alright, so I sell my hempen rope for 5 silver.
sure.
That's everything I want to do.
Etlin, as you're sitting around, are you socializing, or are you just kind of hanging out by yourself?
Probably just hanging out by myself.
As you're hanging out, are you at a bar? Are you trying to be at a table?
I'll try and be at a table by myself if there is one. If not, I'm at the bar.
I mean, you can get there early enough to where you can sit down at one. Although at one point, a couple of people try to sit down at the same table.
I'll leave.
Okay.
Or I'll say it's reserved.
they'll look at you kind of funny, but there's enough places where they can sit. They basically join somebody else's table.
Yeah.
It seems like a very communal place, so it's a little bit weird to them that you didn't want them there.
Well, they're stupid, so.
Jerks.
Eventually, someone will, after ordering a drink, they will pass by you and lean over and whisper. Corner of Cedar and